my name is Vishal, and today we're going to be talking about the zmuipng dongle for the MacBook Pro, and we're going to talk about the build quality. We're going to talk about some of the pros, some of the cons, and I'll give you guys my recommendation on whether you should get this dongle for your Mac. Alright, so first things first, let's talk about how much this costs. This is actually one of the most cost-effective options, I would say, that's on the Amazon marketplace. This actually cost me about $30 USD or about $48 Canadian. Now, some of the really cool things about this version are that it has a lot of I/O options, like I said, or at least the ones that I was looking for. It has the two USB 3 ports. It has a micro SD card reader and a regular SD card reader as well. It also has a through pass for Thunderbolt 3 and a through pass for a USB-C. So you have both functionalities. You can have fast charging as well as high data transfer or fast data transfer. And lastly, it has the HDMI, so I'm able to connect my laptop to an external monitor just to have both screens. The second thing is that it actually works and fits really well on my MacBook Pro. It doesn't prop it up on the one side, it doesn't have any unnecessary stresses, it kind of fits together, and it was designed very well to sit there alongside the Mac without posing additional stresses to the MacBook Pro or to this device. Another cool thing is that, like I said, it uses two Thunderbolt 3 ports rather than just the one, and I feel that provides some mechanical advantage just so it doesn't wiggle around as much. And doesn't stress out one of those connectors. The other thing that it provides is added functionality, so you can have more ports, and actually you can get different versions of this exact same dongle, and it comes with more variety and actually a higher quantity of ports if you're looking for that. The next thing, like I said, is that this does have a through pass for your Thunderbolt 3, so you can get very high data transfer or very fast data transfer, and you can have the charging capabilities as well, the fast charging for the MacBook Pro. And the last thing that I want to say that I really love about this product is that it seems very well designed. It's got a pretty cool aesthetic to it. It's got this chamfered edge or a flat edge for all of your connectors, but it is rounded for the most part. It doesn't, it fits very well in the hand, and you can connect it. Like I said, it fits very well alongside the MacBook Pro as well. And overall, it uses a combination of metal and plastic very well. It's very aesthetic, as well as some key features like the light bar that I was talking about, just to let you know that you are connected. So with any product, there are a few things, in my opinion, that I would have liked to see on this, or things that I don't think fit perfectly well on this. One of those things being the actual color. Now, I have a space gray MacBook Pro, and I got this version and I got this model because it looked to match the MacBook Pro. Unfortunately, there is a little bit of a difference between this and the MacBook Pro. This one's a little bit darker, and it is quite noticeable. Now, if you have a MacBook Pro or MacBook Air that is rose gold or some other color, you have pretty good contrast, and this will actually fit very well. With mine, since it's a little bit off, it looks kind of out of place, but overall, that's a very minor thing for me. I would have loved it to be matching, but that's alright. The second thing I don't really love about this is, even though that it has the two Thunderbolt 3 port connections, meaning that it has a little bit of additional support, it is still flimsy on one end, so I'm able to move it up and down, and I feel like if I were to accidentally knock it while I'm carrying the MacBook Pro, that I could damage the Thunderbolt 3's, these connections, or the ports on my MacBook Pro as well. So I'm going to try not to do that. Maybe I'll unplug it while I'm traveling with it. But that's still something that I found was an issue with this type of dongle. The last thing, in my opinion, that I didn't like about this model is that it actually gets pulled out when you're trying to remove some of the attachments that you put in. So if you put in an SD card or a USB, if you try to pull those out, sometimes this gets actually pulled out with it. Now it's definitely more prone to happening with the top parts, so the SD card and the Thunderbolt 3 or the USB-C ports. than it is on the USB 3s. So for $30, I would definitely recommend this product if you're in the market for a new dongle or your first ever dongle for your MacBook Pro. Like I said, this does come in a few different types of options. If you need more than just USB 3s, an SD card reader, a couple of Thunderbolts and USB-C ports, and an HDMI, there are options with Ethernet, VGA, and some other options for a little bit more than $30. But if you guys are okay with this I/O, this is a great product for you. Like I said, it feels premium and it works seamlessly. I was able to just plug and play, and it's kind of refreshing. That's kind of the Apple way. You just plug in something and it works, and this is no different. Alright guys, so thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and if you guys learned something or are going to check out the zmuipng dongle for your MacBook Pro, let me know how it goes. Let me know if you guys like the product, if you don't like the product, if you found anything else wrong with it. And if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know in the comment section down below, and I will try to answer them for you. Thanks again, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.